to sing? You ready to join me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Let's sing that part again. I'm choosing heaven today. Sing it with us, y'all. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. How about some love? I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing grace. I'm choosing grace today. I'm choosing grace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing grace today. I'm choosing passion. I'm choosing passion today. I'm choosing passion today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing passion today. Let's choose some joy. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. How about abundance? I'm choosing abundance today. I choose abundance today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I choose abundance today. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Walking the road. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. We're just getting warmed up. Let's sing one more together. It's pretty easy. Alan has a nice graphic to go with it there. I see you for the light that you are, and I see you for the love. I see you for the love that you are. I see you for the light that you are. I see your light, see your love. I see who you are. That's it. I see you for the light that you are. I see you for the love that you are. I see you for the light that you are. I see your light, see your love. I see who you are. Let's get our blood pumping with a little bit of clapping with our voices. I see you for the light that you are. Yeah. I see you for the love that you are. Oh, I see you for the light that you are. I see your light, see your love. I see who you are. I think you know it. I see you for the light that you are. I see you for the love that you are. Oh, I see you for the light that you are. I see your light, I see your love. I see who you are. Just that last part. I see your light, I see your love. I see who you are. I see your light, I see your love. I see who you are. Yeah, how about you, Unity Choir? Thank you so much for singing with me, and all of you.
All right. We'd also like to welcome the people who are joining us on YouTube or Access 21. And I don't remember, what time is it transmitted on Access 21?
9 a.m. on Sunday.
9 a.m. on Sunday morning. So in reality, what you could do would be watch at 9 a.m. and still get down here by about 10:30 at 401 East Arrowwood Road and join us in person. So keep that in mind next Sunday morning. All right. Now, let's recite our vision, our mission statement, and our core values. Together for our vision statement, centered in love, humanity awakens to its divinity, embodying and celebrating diversity and harmony while nurturing the earth and all life. And our mission statement, we are a welcoming, inclusive, and diverse community who empowers and supports people to transform our lives and this planet through teaching and sharing unity principles. And some of the things we look at as core values are your spiritual growth, gratitude, love, joy, and community. Unity of Charlotte is located on Facebook. So if you go to www.unityofcharlotte.org, click on the Facebook logo in the top right corner, and then go to where it says like, and click on that one, please. I've already been told once today that I'm giving orders and not making requests. And I'm not going to mention who said that. All right. So.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Let's do that again. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love will heal us all. Let me know that love will heal us all. Oh, let me know that love will heal us all. Let me know that love will heal us all. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me share the good that's overflowing. Oh, let me share the good that's overflowing. Oh, let me care for those around the world. Let me care for those around the world. Oh, let me care for those around the world. Let me care for those around the world. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Good job. Nice job.
In case I didn't introduce myself before, I'm Michael Thomas. For anyone who doesn't know me and wants to. in addition to being on the board and having the opportunity to be up here and introduce people and portions of the service, I'm also your prayer chaplain for today. So if anyone would like to join me in the prayer room after the service, I would be happy to pray with you and share whatever it is you'd like to share. So today's daily word is Father's blessing. God bless all fathers and fathers to be. So before we move on, would all the fathers in the audience stand up? Thank you. A beloved and often repeated prayer by individuals and in groups begins, Our Father. There is both great responsibility and reward in playing the role of a father. Encouraging confidence in young ones calls for a parent to be present in all stages of children's lives. Often it's not until after years of being present, sometimes when kids think they are smarter than adults, that fathers are appreciated for their wisdom and devotion. A prayer is a wonderful way to bless fathers. God bless fathers with all they need to be wise and loving parents. And perhaps a prayer is even more immediate when a father or a father-to-be prays, God, guide me in being a father that enriches the lives of my children. And from 1 Chronicles 17, verse 13, I will be a father to him, and he shall be a son to me. I will not take my steadfast love from him, as I took it from him who was before you. Happy Father's Day. Okay. And now, stepping back into the role as board member, I'm trying to decide whether I need to introduce our speaker for today, because the first thing that comes to my mind is she needs no introduction. Okay. So once again, I'm hearing from the choir that that's right, I can sit down and shut up. Do we have any more amens for that? Reverend Christy, it's a pleasure to have you back. We welcome you as always.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's good to be with y'all again. I love singing with this choir. I love being here with y'all, and so it's my pleasure. So let's take a moment to let the music carry us within, and if you feel so comfortable in doing so, you can close your eyes and just let the chair support you like it's doing, and relax and know that you don't have to do anything, but just be. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. I will share, 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 I will share this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. I will share, 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 I will share this love, this love, this love. And so I let this love carry me into stillness. I breathe deeply, trusting that this is the breath of God. That Spirit is moving through me, expressing as me, uniquely and perfectly as me. So I recognize that I am one with this divine intelligence back of all life. This love that always leads the way. And with each breath, I allow myself to open to a greater awareness of the power and presence of the divine within me. And I allow my mind and my heart to expand around a greater idea. A greater idea for my life, for Unity of Charlotte, for the city of Charlotte, for the state of North Carolina, and for these United States, and for this planet. Through my willing heart and my open mind, I say yes. Yes to being an agent of change. Yes to being the presence of love. I say yes to being more aware every single day that I am connected to all of life. And therefore I am responsible for my participation in this life. So I take time to cultivate this communion with the beloved by whatever name you give it. It's all the same. In that still, sacred place. So sacred. So I breathe deeply in this moment, filling up my lungs and my belly, exhaling slowly, allowing my mind and my heart to continue to expand around a greater idea of living. Through my willing intention, I create a new normal for myself, for my life in every area, knowing that as I do so, my life affects the next life and the next life, and we become a ripple of change as we look in the eyes of each other. We recognize that you are a mirror of my soul. I honor you. I see you. And I lift you up. And so today I stand for peace. I stand for harmony. I stand for acceptance and love and validation for each person's unique journey and the importance of each piece of the puzzle. And I honor that place within you that even if you don't know it, recognizes that you are whole, complete, that piece of you, that place within you that knows and knows that it knows has never been tarnished. I celebrate that place within you that knows your wholeness. And as we shine the light on it, it expands and it grows. And so this is what I know for myself and for each of you. As I look into your eyes today and every day, I see you. And I stand before you honoring that part of you that remembers the truth of your being, that who and how you are is perfect, whole, and complete. I stand before you knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you honoring the part of you that is whole. I stand before you knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you honoring the part of you that is whole. I stand before you knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you honoring the part of you that is whole, the part that knows you're whole, the part of you that is whole, the part of you that is whole. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful choir. So yes, it's Father's Day. You can guarantee you're going to hear a little Harold Snow wisdom today. I thought I'd start with this song that I wrote that was inspired by my daddy, because I call him the ultimate optimist. And though he left this earthly plane in 2004, he's with me every single day. I can hear his voice. I can hear his humor and his wisdom. But this song I wrote literally inspired by him. Sometimes I can be jolting coming out of meditation, maybe I should say. Do a little Johnny Cash. Remember how I used to do that? I'm ready to give up a belief in feast or famine. I'm ready to believe there's always enough for me. No more buying all that stuff about the scaffolding. There's nothing but blue sky far as I can see. Nothing but blue, I tell ya. Nothing but blue, I tell ya. Far as I can see, I'll tell you now. A whole lot of old thoughts were bringing me down, till they got so heavy I decided to lay them down. 'Cause life, it doesn't have to be so hard. We can smell the roses and count the stars. 'Cause there's nothing but blue, I tell ya. Nothing but blue, I tell ya. Far as I can see, I'll tell ya now. Now we can be our own worst enemy, or a best friend, it's our choice to make. So treat yourself as well as a stranger, and that, my friend, will be a real nice starting place. There'll be nothing but blue, I tell ya. Nothing but blue, I tell ya. Far as you can see, I'll tell ya now. I'm ready to give up a belief in feast or famine. How about you? I'm ready to believe there's always enough for me. But is that really enough? I'm ready to believe there's more than enough for me. I'm ready to believe, yeah. I'm ready to believe there's more than enough for me. More than enough. Oh, yeah. More than enough money. More than enough. More than enough love. More than enough. More than enough peace. More than enough. I'm ready to believe. Yeah. Thanks so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks so much. Who's taking bets on the microphone situation today? Is it on? And there's no feedback? Didn't drop my papers or turn anything over on the way up?
It's blue sky.
Whew, it's a blue sky day and a green light day and all is well in my world. How are y'all? Who said that? I'm so glad you're here too, and I'm so glad to be here. Ready to believe. If you want to know what you believe, it's easy. Just look at your life. Just look at your life. That's what you believe. Yay! Uh-oh. Yay! Uh-oh. Yay! Uh-oh. But the good news is we get to create a new, anywhere there's an uh-oh. We get to create a new normal. We're going to talk about that today. But first, let's talk about Harold Snow a little bit. Let's talk about Daddy. I was up to see my mom on Friday and went to drop her off. And out in this field, probably like 300-acre field, there must have been 50 workers out there. And they were working in the freshly planted tobacco. Raise your hand if you have any knowledge of tobacco farming whatsoever. Me and you, sister, I could tell by the look in your eye. It was personal first-hand knowledge right there. You don't want to do it. That is some of the hardest work you will ever do. And now a lot of stuff is automated. But one thing that, as far as I know, is not automated, even for the farmers who have all the bells and whistles, is that when you plant a row, you have to hoe the row. You have to take two hands on a hoe and go around down each row around each plant and dig up any little weeds that might be sucking up the nutrients. 300 acres is a lot, y'all. I looked out at this huge, massive field, and there's like 50 workers, and I'm thinking, wow, that brings back memories and not the good kind. And I remember feeling like it was such a daunting task. That was one of the hardest things because you just thought it was, especially as a kid, you're like, this is never going to end. Ever. And you just be hoeing away on your little row. But then I remembered something else because this is, Father's Day was around the corner, and I remembered that my dad would always. It's so weird for me to call him Daddy. I'm a daddy's girl. He's my daddy. It's a Southern thing, maybe. I don't know, but he's my daddy. My daddy would always make it fun. When he was there, it didn't matter. It wasn't daunting when he was there. Going to work with him was fun. And Maybe that's because he worked so much. We had to go to work with him to see him because he was always working. He worked a lot. And, he had 6 kids. And at one point, I remember when I was in kindergarten, I think the last one was finishing college. So there was like kindergarten to college. Can you imagine? Like 6 kids and all of them starting something, like starting kindergarten. Anyway, so he worked a lot. And so we would go and be with him at work, on the farm to be able to be with him. And he made it fun because we would sing, we would laugh, he'd tell stories. Wonder where I got it from. He'd tell stories and we would have a good time. And I remember thinking, when I looked out at those guys and my heart just sunk, thinking about how that felt. And then I remembered the contrast of how the same job that was so overwhelming was actually fun when my sister was there singing along with me, but especially when my daddy was there with me. It was fun. And so when I think about him, I think about the ways that he made life fun. He always looked for joy. He always looked for, there was none of that, is the glass half full, is the glass half empty. It was like, girl, you have a glass. It's all good. You have a glass. Actually, I think I came up with that, but that was his mentality. Was you have it's all good. It's always okay. It's always okay. He always had this belief that he would always have what he needed when he needed it, and he did. It was like a magic trick all the time. The way he would just things would show up for him, but it's not magic. That's the way the spiritual laws work, based on our belief. When we truly believe something, he truly believed that, I got 6 kids, and I work all the time, but I will have what I need to take care of my babies. And he always, always did. But we can even take it past that. And we can say, as I just said in the song, more than enough. We can claim more than enough. It's really okay. You're not ticking off God, I promise, by saying, you're asking for too much. No. We live in a lavish, abundant universe. We don't have a shortage of food or money. We have a distribution issue. That's what the problem is. So the more that we claim and live a good life, we can show and help other people do the same. So I was thinking about one of the things that he used to spend money on. He loved a good auction. Anybody have an affinity for auctions here? I still remember the one auction that took it home. He was number 68. I thought I'd never stop hearing number 68 being called out. Number 68 sold. And number 68, I thought, oh, good Lord. We're like 3 hours from home. We're going to be doing like 7 trips back and forth to Sanford or wherever it was. Because he'd see those boxes, that you get at an auction sale for like $5. It's like the mystery magic box. And you pay $5 for what's ever in the box, And he would be so excited because he'd say, I got a drill, a set of china, a hammer, and some nails for $5. And then it took a while before he started realizing, as he collected more and more things, he started realizing that, I guess if I didn't need 3 hammers and 5 saws and 10 sets of china, maybe it wasn't as good a deal as I thought, even if it was just $5. And so he cut out this little cartoon and put it on his fridge that said, white elephants on sale, great deal. And the next part said, only a great deal if you need a white elephant. And the reason I bring that up is because it speaks to being ready to believe. It speaks to being clear about, so far we've learned from Harold Snow just in the last 5 minutes about finding joy in the moment, not being overwhelmed because you're choosing to look at the fact that you have a glass. And also not being consumed or overwhelmed or distracted by all the stuff. Not being all distracted by the deals or the drama or the fear or the confusion. But the power of creating from clarity of vision, not being distracted, but also letting go of what you don't need. Man, thought he'd never let go of some of that stuff because it was a good deal. It was a good deal, but Daddy, you don't use it. But it was a good deal. Letting go of what we don't need. How many times do we hold on to things, to people, to jobs, to situations that we don't need, that don't serve us, out of fear or out of comfort or whatever the case may be? So the talk this morning was brought to you in part by Harold Snow, but also in part by the songs that I chose. And I want to just look at the songs that I chose this morning. They actually chose me. They just it just started coming through. I was like, I don't know why. And trust me, they chose me because I picked like one that I don't feel real comfortable singing. It's already been done, so we're good. And then 2 more that I've never sung before. And I'm like, whew. When you pray a prayer, I am prepared to be moved. Just know you're going to get moved. So anyway, but the songs came to me and for you this morning, so I want to look at them a little closer. First of all, another little quick story about me, and some of you have heard this before, but I played basketball in college. Basketball was my life from the time I could dribble, from like 4 years old until I was out of college. That was my life, or until I learned to play guitar, actually. And I would lay in bed at night before I'd fall asleep, and I would, with the light off, by the way. So there was like incentive, because if I missed, I'd hit myself in the face or break something. With the light off, I might as well close my eyes because the light's off. I just lay there with my eyes closed and I'd flip and I'd practice my form with the basketball. And if I did it perfect, it would land right back in my hand. If I didn't do it perfect, it would hit me in the nose, it would hit the wall, it went out here. Christy, go to sleep, put that basketball down. But I practiced all the time. It was my life. I practiced all the time. So that takes me to a reading, our little Facebook post, actually, that I want to share with you from a woman that I consider a mentor. I don't even know if she knows that I consider her a mentor, but she's a friend who has just become such a light for me over the last few years. I encourage you to check her out on Facebook. It's Jane Beach. She is, every single day, she hits me with something right between the eyes and in the heart that I need right then. But this is what she posted yesterday. It was a beautiful, and she's also an artist, so she posted one of her paintings, and it said, "Loving kindness is a path," on the painting. And then she said, "It takes many hours of practice," like that basketball practice, "to become a skilled athlete. Even then, however, continuous practice is needed. The same has been true for me in learning to hold fast to my values when life invites me to react negatively. Loving kindness begins as a choice." I'm always saying that. Kindness is a choice. Kindness is a choice. And that's true. Loving kindness begins as a choice. And then, with continued practice, it becomes a way of life. It isn't always easy, and I often stumble, but it sure is worth it. Loving kindness is a way of life, sticking to it. And the same thing is true when we're creating a new belief, when we're ready to believe a different idea for our money or our health or our relationship or our church, whatever it is. We have to pick a course and stick with the course. You can't say, "Oh, well, yeah, I was all about those mission and vision words until that happened, and then I don't care." No, we pick a course and we stick with the course. Same thing with, your partner or your health, whatever it is. You pick an idea and you build around that. And the same is true with sticking with seeing the light. That song we sang, "I see you for the light that you are. I see you for the love that you are. I see your light, I see your love, I see who you are." Stick with that. Because as we stick with that, people feel it. When you look at them from that place, they feel it. They know you're seeing right into the goodness that they are, and they know it, and they feel it, and they can be it more in their lives when other people are supporting that. I feel it. I was speaking last week, and I got this frog in my throat right in the middle of a song. And I just stopped and I said, "Okay, I'm going to need your help right now. Send me some love. I'll get back to you in just a second." And seriously, I almost had a little asthma attack and I couldn't breathe. It was fabulous. Anyway, and I just stood there and I just kept playing. I was like, "Yeah, I need a little more. Gonna need a little more love. Gonna need you to see me perfect for just a few more minutes. Go ahead." There was a time I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have, said there was like an allergy. What is it with me? Every time I come here, and God said, "Brothers and sisters, you shall hear the word of God and you will be healed." I don't know what that was. Seriously, that was like, woo, I don't even know what I was saying. But for those of you who are just joining us, I spoke in February, I spoke in March, I spoke in April, and I'm here now. It's something with every time with me. And I've heard other people speak here, and nothing happens with them. I think Alan's back there going, "Watch this, y'all." I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Seeing each other and holding each other up and supporting each other. And then, but allowing that, it's not enough for people to, I can love you all day long, but if you don't let it in, it just washes off like Teflon. Just washes off. So we have two parts in that: to hold each other up, to see the light in them, but also let people see the light in you. One of my teachers, Reverend David Leonard, he says it takes more courage to look another individual in the eye and see them for the love and light that they are than it does to pull a trigger and take a life. It takes more courage to be seen and to see each other. I was told yesterday, you are absolutely magnificent. How'd you get to be so fabulous? And I said, it's all smoke and mirrors, honey. Don't you know that? I'll tell you what I mean by that. The mirror is what you're looking at, you're looking with. What you're seeing in everyone else. The good stuff and the guess what? Everything is smoke and mirrors. Everything is a reflection. We live in a universe that just reflects back to us what we believe. What we believe. So you believe someone's not there for you, guess what? They're going to show up as less than precious. You believe someone is there for you. You believe the best in them. You choose to see and commit to seeing the best in them. They're going to show up as a different version of themselves. School teachers have proven this year after year after year. And they have admitted that when they have a preconceived notion about a kid being bad, man, he turns out to be a terror. But then when they change their mind about that child, it turns out to be different. The smoke part is is the haze that sometimes we put on the truth of who we are when we don't let it in and we don't share it. So then let's talk about that sweet, sweet song that Etika Luckett and Lisa Ferrero recorded. Sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. What's secret about it? In the Bible, in Psalms, it says, for in the day of trouble, he will conceal me in his tabernacle. In the secret place of his tent, he will hide me. He will lift me up on a rock. The psalmist is not referring to an actual tabernacle or tent in which he will hide from physical enemies. He's speaking of the state of peace, the peace of God, a state of the soul in its relationship to God. So that secret place, that sacred place, is our invitation to cultivate a relationship with the divine by whatever name that you give it. My first teacher, I asked her, how she felt about this religion and that religion, because I was trying to get her off my back. She was wanting me to come sing at her church. I said, lady, I don't do church. Get off. Leave me alone. And then finally I said, how do you feel about, pardon me, how do you feel about Native American, Wiccan, and other earth-based religions? And she said, I believe that God, by whatever name you choose to give it, is bigger than any religion that tries to explain it, including my own. I will repeat that. I believe that God, by whatever name you choose to give it, I was like, it is bigger than any religion that tries to explain it, including my own. She went on to explain that it part because God is bigger than even a gender. God is everything that everything was created out of. And so creating that sacred space, that state of consciousness, and then finding those around you that will see you as the mirror of their soul, like that song, I Stand Before You, written by Karen Drucker and David Alt, good friends of mine, wrote this beautiful song. I stand before you, honoring that place within you that already knows it's whole. I added that part. But honoring that place within you that's whole, that knows its wholeness. Which brings me to Holy, Holy Way. Did you realize when I was singing that song that it wasn't H-O-L-Y, H-O-L-Y? It was W-H-O-L-L-Y, H-O-L-Y. A holy, holy way. Let me live my life in a holy, holy way. In the words of Rumi, the ancient Sufi poet, he said, wherever you are, wherever you stand, be the soul of that place. Bring your whole self to it. Whatever you do, bring your whole self to it. So many times, I've witnessed people just kind of want to put their toe in. Whether it's a relationship. I witnessed it a lot in church community. Anytime there's a chat, I have no idea, and I have not been talking to your board, so I don't know if y'all have experienced this or not. But if I was a betting woman, I would throw some money on it. Every time there's a change, we'll look over here and see if I get any nods. Anytime there's a change going on, and they've been experiencing a little change around here, right? People have a tendency to want to go, I'm just going to see how this works out. I'm just going to stand back here and y'all just talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to see how this works out. I'm good. I'm just good. Go ahead. I'm going to see how this works out. Next thing you know, they're going to sit somewhere else and see how it works out. So I invite you, if you are a part of this community, put your whole self into it. Don't sit and see how it's going to work out. Be part of how it works out. Yes. Be part of how it's going to work out. I get passionate about that. Bring your whole self to it. Same thing with your marriage. Don't sit back and go, well, if he does it one more time, I'm out of here. No. Say, this is what I need, baby. This is what I need. This is my love language. I understand yours is different, maybe, but this is what I need. Oh, that's not okay with you? Well, then I have a number for somebody that's going to talk to us and see if we can figure this out, because I'm not going to live this way. I'm going to live in joy and harmony in my relationship, right? Bringing your whole self in, being in a holy, holy way. And then bringing it down to the ultimate optimist of ready to believe. At least you have a glass. I actually said that to a lady a few weeks ago. She just was having a hard time. She said, that glass half full thing, I have a hard time with that. And that's when I actually said, well, honey, at least you have a glass. And this light bulb went off in her, and she was like, wow, I have a glass. I have a glass. It's true, I have a glass. Dr. Ernest Holmes said, start where you are. Just start where you are. You may just have a realization that you have a glass. I remember trying to forgive somebody one time, and that's the key word there, is trying, because once you realize the oneness, there's really less to forgive. But I remember working really hard to forgive somebody, and the only thing I could come up with that I was grateful for was that he had good hair. That was a stretch. I like the way his hair looks. Whew. Start where you are and build from that to become ready to believe a bigger idea. Neville Goddard, who is one of my favorite teachers and authors, said, to believe is to act as if it's true without proof, and to experience the end result in your imagination. And I would add, to fuel it with gratitude. Experience the end result that you want in your imagination and fuel it with gratitude. Master Teacher Jesus said, thank you in advance every single time. Before anything even showed up. Thank you, Father. He said, thank you in advance. So to recap, your daddy, Harold Snow, and song choice wisdom from the morning. Holding fast. That's what Jane Beach said, is hold fast. Pick a course. Make a choice and hold fast to it. Next is see the good. Find the good, find the joy. And then cultivate. Spend time cultivating a communion with God, a communion with peace, the feeling of peace. We have to spend time cultivating it. It doesn't just happen unless we choose to cultivate an experience of the divine, an experience of peace, an experience of feeling that connection. And then seek support. Seek people who are going to see you as whole, who are going to lift you up. Surround yourself with the people that fan your flames, not the one that are dousing the water on there. Surround yourself with the people that are going to lift you up and see the truth and the potential in you. Show up. Man, Unity of the Blue Ridge did an amazing job last week bringing Marianne Williamson, Ricky Bowers Beckwith, Jackie Bomar. It was amazing, the talent and the wisdom on that stage. But their theme was show up, stand up, and speak up. Bring your whole self to this life. Speak up, stand up, show up in your community, in your marriage, in your life, in your job, in whatever it is that you're doing. Show up with your whole self. Commit to positivity and to imagining the preferred outcome, surrounding it with gratitude in advance. Surrender what's not needed just because you got it in a box for $5. If you can't use it, let it go. Surrender what it is, the metaphorical box, of course. Whatever it is that you're holding on to that's not serving you, let it go. Find the joy along the way. Stay in the present moment and don't be distracted. Trust that with God, you got this. You got this. Whatever is before you, there is within you, whatever you need to get you through it. With God, all things are possible. I just say, with God, I got this. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. I felt led to sing a little Eddie Watkins Jr. Can I have a little more volume on the vocal, please? And then, do we have words for this? I was hoping people would sing along. Maybe, yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Okay, I do have volume, so that's good. Y'all are going to sing with me right now. We're going to the land of milk and honey. Well, you don't need no money. Talking about the journey deep inside with infinite spirit as a guide. Where your imagination can run free. You can realize all your dreams. Talking about the journey deep inside with infinite spirit as a guide. I still need a little more vocal volume, please. Everything you want is already there. Whatever you desire, it will appear. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll be living in heaven here on earth. Experience life for all it's worth. Talking about the journey deep inside with infinite spirit as a guide. Well, what you believe you can achieve, let your wild horses run free. Talking about the journey deep inside with infinite spirit as a guide. Everything you want is already there. Whatever you desire, it will appear. Oh yeah, yeah. We're going to the land of milk and honey, where you don't need no money. Talking about the journey deep inside with infinite spirit as a guide. What you believe you can achieve, let your wild horses run free. Talking about the journey deep inside with infinite spirit as a guide. Sorry about that. Let the Spirit be your guide. Let the Spirit be your guide. Let the Spirit be your guide. Say that with me. Let the Spirit be your guide. 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 Good job. I would like to propose that the first time through this closing song, we dedicate it just to the fathers and those in those fatherly roles. We have one up. We have some flower needs up here, girls. So let's sing the first time through specifically for these wonderful fathers. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. Once more for the fathers. We let the love. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. You feel like standing and join us in singing? We let the love wash over us. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. Like a prayer, we let the grace. We let the grace wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the love. You guys keep going strong for me. We let the love wash over. Now, I know you normally do the prayer protection as a song, but I'd like to share it with you, Unity of Savannah style, if you don't mind. Angie, what you think about that? She's from Savannah. So here's what happens. I say, the light of God surrounds us, and you say, I am the light of God. What do you think? You want to try something different? All right. Here we go. Oh, it's even up there. The light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God.
Together, wherever we are, God is and all is well. Have a fantastic week. Thank you so much. Real quick.